crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it when I dream. I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep my...
Welcome to the Morning After Pill. I'm Mole.
I'm Mears.
Little NFL playoff predictions.
Yes, we're going to tell you who's going to be in the Super Bowl and who's going to take home the trophy.
You know what you can do with my picks?
Mark it down.
Mark it down.
Mark it down.
Mark it down. I'm not going to spell any teams' names.
No?
No, because I can do it with the Jets, I can do it with the Eagles. Can't really do it with the Steelers.
No, it'll take a while.
But let's go to the AFC. Let's pick our division winners.
Okay.
Start with the East, because it's listed at the top.
That's good. We got Jets and Dolphins and Patriots all tied right now, 8-5.
Mm-hmm.
The big game of the year is going to be Jets Dolphins at the end of the season.
Each controlling their own fate.
Yeah, fate. Yep.
Fight.
Or fight.
The fight of the fate.
The game is in New York. I see Jets winning. Brett Favre will be a hero.
I don't like Brett Favre, and I don't like the Jets. And I called the Dolphins from the beginning of the year, even though we didn't have the show to prove it. I'm going with the Dolphins.
All right. Well, that's one different.
What's next?
AFC South. Tennessee's already locked that up, so we're going to predict Tennessee's going to win that.
Mark it down.
Mark that one down. Yeah, you can mark that one down.
You can actually.
All right, we'll go NFC North.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
Baltimore, their big game this week. Baltimore, Pittsburgh.
They're gonna win this week, and I think they're gonna take it. I think Pittsburgh's good. I think they'll be a wild card, but I pick a Baltimore because they've been playing good football.
All right, well, I'll go with Pittsburgh. Steelers, Steel Tail, best defense in the league.
They are.
They're going to shut down Flacco this week, and they will coast into the playoffs.
Coasting. Denver's going to win the West.
Yes.
That's
San
pretty
Diego,
much a foregone conclusion.
San Diego would have to win the rest of the games just to get to 8-8, and Denver would have to lose them all to get to 8-8, and then San Diego might lose in a tiebreaker anyway.
So I got Pittsburgh, Indy for my wild cards.
Right, and I got Indy, Baltimore.
Right, because we flip-flopped on the winner of that division. All right, so now we're going to go to the NFC. We're going to start with the East, which is already a foregone conclusion with the Giants.
Giants won already.
Backdoored.
They didn't. Oh, they did backdoor.
They did backdoor.
Yes.
They lost.
Although they only had 2 losses. I think they lost to the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
That's who they lost to.
All right, so then it's coming down to Chicago versus Minnesota, pretty much in the north.
Yes, and I actually looked at this today. I'm going to go with Minnesota out of this. I think they're going to both end up with the same record, 9-7. Mm-hmm. But Chicago, head-to-head, they tied. They each won a game.
So you go to conference.
Divisional record is next.
Oh, really?
That's the same. Then you go to conference record. Chicago can't make up the ground in the conference record.
Farrakh got hurt. They're down at Tavares Jackson, but I think they'll steal a game. I think Minnesota's going to be the winner of that division, so I agree with you on that.
Okay. And then
so now we're to the South. Carolina just beat up Tampa Bay.
They did. They look good, too.
And that made it a season split.
I did. And they got a game on them. And Carolina's schedule coming down the end is a little bit easier than Tampa's. And Carolina obviously is the better team. So I'm going to go with Carolina.
Carolina, yep. Now the
NFC West we don't have to worry about because they already won. Arizona's in.
Wild card, so you got.
All right.
Who you got? Go out on a limb. Say
the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yeah, that's one.
Will be the first wild card. And the Philadelphia Eagles will be the second wild card.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bucks. And then I'm going to tell you that it's going to be the last week. Dallas versus the Eagles. And that's going to be the end of the run for your EAGLES Eagles. Dallas is going to win. Dallas is going to be the second wild card.
They're going to finally win a game in December, huh?
Whatever, dude. You can come up with all the stats you want as far as Dallas win in December. Eagles aren't running the table. You just can't. They can't. They're not that good.
I didn't think they could either.
I'll be surprised if they beat Cleveland. But I'll give them a pass on Cleveland. And then the next week. But if it comes down to the last week, they're not going to make it, and Dallas is going to be the team that gets in.
All right. How about NFC Championship game? Who do you see the two teams facing?
I got to give it to the Giants, just because they're going to have an easy road. And I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to. I'm going to go. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go Giants Tampa.
Tampa. Wow.
I think it's going to be one of those years where the wild card team gets a couple favorable matchups and they get skating through the first round, and I think they're going to turn on. And I think Carolina's a vulnerable team, and I don't know. I'm just going to go with Tampa on a win.
All right. Well, I'm also going to go with the Giants.
Okay.
But I think they're going to be facing Carolina. I think Carolina is a complete team, and I think That's going to be the NFC Championship. And by the way, the preview of that game will be next week, where the Giants face Carolina in 2 weeks.
Awesome.
So that'll be interesting.
AFC. You got coming out?
AFC Championship game, Indianapolis versus either Pittsburgh or Tennessee, however it shakes out. Whoever they don't have to play in the second round, that team they'll play. So either Pittsburgh or Tennessee, either 1 or 2 seed, whoever they don't play the week before. I see that's going to...
I'm going to go the same way. I'm going to say Tennessee versus Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh being the wild card, in my opinion.
Right, okay, yeah.
And do we want to go so far as saying who's going to win those games?
Yes, well, we're going all the way to the top.
We're going all the way.
Yes.
Mark it down.
Mark it down.
Pittsburgh beats Tennessee. Pittsburgh goes to the Super Bowl as a wild card. No Manning versus Manning, but Manning will be there again, and Pittsburgh's going to destroy New York in the Super Bowl. I just jumped a step ahead.
That's fine.
I'm done.
I like that.
I got it.
I actually have a Manning in the Super Bowl also, but it's actually Peyton Manning.
Yay.
Indianapolis over either Baltimore and Tennessee in the championship game. Carolina over the Giants in the NFC.
Wow. Really?
Indy over Carolina, Super Bowl champions. 3 Mannings in a row. Manning, Super Bowl champs.
Mark it down.
Mark it down.
www.morningafterpillshow.com.
www.mullenmears.com.
Don't act like you're not impressed.